Hello, my name is Justin Hickman. I'm with Vertispan. It is April 20th, 2023, and I'm not sure how long today's stream's going to be. I've had a few issues this week trying to get things coordinated, but I'm just going to dive right into this. Hopefully, the audio is a little bit better than it was last week. Last week it was crash. I'm not sure what the issue was with my laptop, but I'm hoping that it's fixed today. I'm just going to make sure that I continually talk into the mic because I think the noise gate is a little bit too sensitive. So let me go ahead and switch over to my display. And today I'm going to work a little bit more on the annotation processor that we started last week. I wasn't able to spend too much time on this, so some of it's going to have to be basically on the fly. Just relearning some of this. Oops, that's not where I was wanting to go. I was trying to get refamiliarized with some of the annotation processor stuff with the UI binder code that I did a few years ago. But we'll just see how it goes. So I've been also taking a look at different things that we could do, and I'm starting to lean more towards, rather than using the GwtRPC stuff to serialize, I'm thinking about doing something more along the lines of converting the objects to JSON just behind the scenes. So doing the serialization, deserialization. Might take a look at AutoBean. Can't remember how all of that works together. I think that might pose different issues. I don't know. Because what if we were also able to register a serializer deserializer for some of these things? Because what if we wanted some oh yeah, I don't know Domino Jackson. Right, and that's the biggest reason I wasn't going to do that is because I don't think any effort's been put into making the request factory into Jackal compatible. But yeah, I forgot about the Domino Jackson side. I'll have to might take a look at that. So annotation processors, factory creation is a little different. Yeah, because if I were to convert these objects, like I have the other person object here, and I have an address object, there's simple POJOs. If I'm able to convert those into JSON, just normal JavaScript objects, I'll be able to actually use like IndexedDB or something like that to persist for more long-term storage if I actually wanted to do a more database-centric approach in the other browser. And even being able to do stuff inside of web workers instead. I don't know. I'm going to consider other changes that lean more towards JSON anyway. Like, oh, right. Right, and being able to do like diffs in between objects and stuff like that. I don't know. Might be interesting to play around with. So we need to start looking at Domino. Is it Domino Jackson? It's all new to me. Domino's Pizza. Find that. Yeah. assume that this works pretty well because I've seen some conversations about it. So check out that quick start guide. Simplify, annotate a Mojo. Does this also include being able to do serialization on classes that you may not necessarily have access to change their source, in other words, because I might not be able to just annotate a bean that somebody else created, right? This is just oh, so then you would be able to at least create like a wrapper. Yeah, that might be worthwhile looking at. Okay. Yeah, might take a look at that. Let's see how do you use it. So you have a new person, so first name, so last name. So this writes it out to a JSON string. Is the audio bad still? What the heck? I even did a quick recording prior to starting the stream, and it seemed okay. Might end up having to end the stream earlier than I was wanting to. So it's fine whenever I talk loud, right? Yeah, I just don't know if I want to keep talking loud. I'm not going to be able to adjust that very well. Must be some sort of weird noise gate. Alright, so if I speak in a normal voice, I tend to get quieter. Alright, so if I have a person mapper impl and I read that JSON, but does it allow you, I don't know if I need the actual JavaScript object. Let's take a look at the documentation in the wiki. Possibly. Possibly enough, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what my intentions are on some of this stuff. Right. So my general thought it would be that whenever you post an instance, it would just basically serialize the current state of that data and push it into some underlying store. And we might play around with this. Let's start that up. So let's take a look at what we need. We need to go back to the quick start guide. because I'll probably need to generate the stuff on the fly, right? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Let's try this out. Um, I guess this is the latest release. Let's add that to our POM. I'm not sure which project to add this to. Maybe 4. I need to remember the direction of some of these dependencies. Let's see what that does. Alright, it is indexing that stuff, so it should be available now. So if I were to, it's the annotation for this JSON mapper. Yeah, there we go. All right. That's not much of a, oh wait. It's like, that's not much of a wiki. I just realized that there's an index to the other side over here. Start. I'm assuming that's the same thing. Oh, so is this the same page? Ah, okay. So I don't need both of those open. Inheritance. This basically, I want to treat. I'm just trying to think of how that would work. I mean, I suppose, let's say that if I were to have this guy, I'm just saying that I'm extending a GwtDB a person, I can generate a class on the fly that has the person instance as the data. And then it has the mapper annotation on it. So then I would just be able to set my bean, the one that's auto-generated, the data on it, and then it will be able to auto-serialize that. That'd be interesting to try that out. Alright, so let's remember where we left off with the annotation processor as it was, because this one we will have to do regardless. And I don't think I've done anything with this. I was just printing out the flattened hierarchy. Where's my debug? I'm just going to run this again. And let's just see what we get. I do not recall. Okay, so the flattened super type hierarchy does have that stuff. Alright, cool. Alright. So let's figure out how this class builder works. Alright, so if we were to add super interfaces, it takes a iterable of type name. Not entirely type name. Is that like a declared type? Let's just look up type name. Now this is Java Poet stuff, so I'm not entirely sure how that works. Where was that stuff at? That was in the RPC stuff. Yeah, let me open up another project real quick. How do I do that? IntelliJ. There's a Gwt web worker. Maybe I don't have. Guess I don't have a IntelliJ project for that. So I'll need to open that up in a terminal window. Yeah, this is what I was looking at last week. I'm having to learn all new stuff here. So I always created my own file writer using the annotation processor filer. It was similar to some of this stuff, but this is a little bit better than what I wrote. Probably a lot better. I just need to figure out how that works. So, type names. Okay, so it looks like I can just print out the from the type mirror. All right, so if I did Latin super type hierarchy, let's stream that crap and map it to type name get. Can I do that? As the item mirror, and then collect that as a list. Yeah, that would work. Yeah, must have not had something completed. All right, let's take a look at that. I'm gonna remove that breakpoint so that I can run this, and let's go into this person DB impl. See what it comes up with. Nice. And I am not sure where person is. Oh, that's in the same package. I'd like to see that in a different package if at all possible. That way I can just double check. So let's come in here. Let's make a new package called data or model. Yeah, like model. Seriously? I don't need to look for uses. I just created it. Alright, let's move both of those there. Sure. Didn't change anything, did it? I didn't think so. Yeah, just change the package name. Both of those. GwtDB processing step. Yeah, that looks fine. All right, so let's run that again. And see what it generates here. Okay, cool. So it does the auto imports. That's really nice. I like that. All right, so and this is all with Java Poet. I am not familiar with any of that, so give me some time. I'll get it eventually, and then as soon as this project's over, I will purge it from my brain again. Alright, so what are my implementations here? Alright, so yeah, I'll definitely need to extend a separate class for this. But I do like that it came in here. Alright. So I do need to get this person type out of there. And to do that, I don't want to assume that it's the first in the collection. So maybe what I should do, yeah, maybe I should stream it directly. Let's move that for now. And for this, I kind of want to peek. And this is going to be type mirror. Do need to get I do need to find where the annotated type is. I could probably, should I do this? No, I should not, because this is a single step for all of them. This is going to be weird because this is inside of a closure. So I kind of need to see utils get type element. Hey, do I have anything in the amp util? How did I do that in UI binder? Alright, so UI binder itself is, and I had to do some weird stuff with UI binder because it had to support two different package space, org.gwt project as well as com.google. Type elements, so I can do it like that. This is just with the element utils. Of course, I can do this directly from the processing environment. That's fine, just for consistency purposes. And I'm going to need GwtDB class name. Right. Type mirror. If it's going to equal that or not. Probably not because of type erasure. Doesn't matter because I'm going to put a breakpoint here. I just want to see what this looks like. See if it actually hits that breakpoint. Oh, would help if I wrote some clean code here. So just comment that out for now. Because I'm hoping to only pass this once. Okay, well, there it is. So it was equal. All right, cool. All right, stop that. All right, so the type that I want is going to be, I don't think it's the type mirror. It's type element. I should probably put this in debug mode. Once I'm here, I should be able to evaluate an expression and see what I can get here. So util as type element, so it's type mirror, and get type parameters. No, that's not it. Not the type mirror. Kind of need the element here, right? Not type element, just the element. Did I lose that information? Let me just bring out my type mirror here. No, it's there. String form. I don't know if I want a string or not. I'm needing the other type that is inside. I need the bean. In other words, I'm trying to remember how that's done. So I need like a declared type for that. Type arguments. Yeah, there we go. Oh, so I need to this declared type on that type mirror. Get type arguments, and we should only be a single one. Type argument size is not equal to 1. What exceptions are we throwing on annotation processors these days? The argument exception? Oh no. And I want the GwtDB type element. GwtDB. use a messenger with the error. Yeah, how does that work? Is there something that has that already? Right, I get that. I just don't know what's available to me at this point. Oh, is it? Oh, that's right. I did use that before. But because of the fact that I already had for UI Binder some of the existing Gwt related stuff, I tried to make things somewhat parallel to how that worked. So I created my own logger, I think. My mortal logger here. I do with that. Only because I was copying a lot of code and trying to get this to work without a lot of changes. Yeah, there's die. All right, so let's just go with that. We can still die, right? I do die before. So this is through an unable to complete exception. Okay. Let me just create a private void die. Right, that makes sense. I might just steal some of the other code here. Obviously not some of this stuff. And that's not going to be helpful. I'm just going to do a string message for now. Order did I have the... Right, of course. That makes a lot of sense. Alright. Die, giving it the element, which is going to be fine. Alright. Oh, new on-chain exception. That same as it was fine. Yeah, we'll just see how that works. Close that, and let's start over. Yeah, that's a good point. of course, now that it's not throwing exception there, unless I were to try catch every single time here. Yeah, I probably should. So I don't need to store that and just undo a bunch of crap. Alright. So then for each. Yeah, I think because I'm doing that in a closure, I'm going to have to do it as a field. Private boolean died. I can add more information later, but I could yeah, we can clean that stuff up later. I don't want to spend a lot of time on that. It's fine. Get rid of that. And die still dies, so I don't have to worry about returning. I'm gonna get rid of that. Still running? Oh, damn. It's like, why does that breakpoint look weird? Alright. So let's try that out first. Let's get the doing the test driven a little bit different, going with the green bar first. Now let's use the raw type. Let's just make sure that fails. I do need that to fail. And of course, since we only have the one here, I don't know if one's successful and one's failure. More annotations failed. Yeah, but where's the output? Did I completely miss that? Do I have to put the messenger? Assume that this would do it immediately. I'm just not seeing anything in the build logs that would indicate where, unless I'm supposed to put like a -X or something like that, or the extended output. So yeah. Possibly. Let me edit that. Okay. Just copy that. Terminal. This is not. It's the Yeah, I do clean compile. In my run config, I was making sure that it was doing a clean, just to make sure that it always regenerated. No, I didn't do an install. I just did a clean compile. Because it should be at least at the compile stage, right? But do I need to do that? I mean, it's being built in the same reactor, right? Yeah, I'm doing the whole thing. I'm just not seeing the output for it. I did kind error. What other kinds do I have here? It should be great. Yeah. I must be completely missing something. Let's see, where's the looking for it. Oh, there we go. 66. Well, I mean, that's where I'm throwing the runtime exception. Whenever I determine that one of the implements died. I'm just not seeing this stuff. I am getting there, right? That's a good point. I didn't even check to see if I was getting there. But it should be. Because I'm using the raw type there. Yeah, type argument, so that's dying. But no, the in something. Yeah, I mean that's the appropriate exception. Yeah, I have no idea. Sure, I can go in there. Start with that. Assuming that it's just not showing it. Just conveniences. visible, is it? Print message kind dot error. Yeah. Am I? Well, I can't pass it person DB. I can't because it's not there. Oh, you mean this? Oh, okay. So this just needs to be the top element. Yeah, I was just trying to think of in terms of where I currently was in the other code. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm pretty rusty at this. Why didn't it just give me an error for that? Just play it through. Yeah, still not helpful. And let's run it with a -E. I don't see it. I don't know where the the logs are going. Well, that's not a problem that I need to address right now. Let me just write that. I can't write that down. My pencil died. And the drawer where I put my refills to my mechanical pencil is holding up my microphone right now, so I can't exactly get that. I'll open up notes. I'm just going to do this off screen. Add a note here for investigate logging on messenger. Just so that as long as it dies, that's fine. So if I put person here, it's not going to die, right? I could probably just allow this to bubble up. I can just rethrow it for now. That way it just doesn't even get to that point. Yeah, I might do that, just for the other time being until I figure out the problem. Because right now I'm only dealing with one database at a time. So at least this will allow me to see the message of whatever's killing it. Alright, do that again with the error. Need to skip the breakpoints for now. Okay, there we go. That's cool. I'm fine with that for the time being. I have a note for myself to fix that later. All right, so now let's close that down. So if we do have it, we need type arguments get 0 is the parameterized the bean type. This is the bean type mirror. And this is going to be a stupid way to do this. I just need that value. All right, then we collect all of that stuff, and then we pass it to a list, super types, super interfaces, I should say. And let's go ahead and run that again. Oh, well, yeah, that's fine. I just need to find... Maybe that's not fine. Yeah, it shouldn't have been here. It was generating earlier. Just double check my output. You know, let's just make it abstract for now. Thought that would at least write it, because it was generating something earlier that was going to compile, right? This is the wrong place. It should be here. Oh, there it is. Okay. There we go. That seems to work. Nice. So don't need those lines anymore. All right, so let's at least do what we had before, which was basically doing this. So let's have it extend GwtDB base. Oh, already got the super type there. And interfaces super class is going to be the super type. Right? Oh, because it's the type name dot get on that, right? Now let's type as type. There we go. Did that work? Let's run that again. Let's see if that worked. Find symbol. Oh. That is because it needs to be qualified. So I actually need to parameterize that with the one that we got. Let's see how I can do that. I mean, it would probably be simpler if I were to do this in a different way. Let's just do it like this. I'm just figuring all this stuff out on the fly, but I need the super type to get the kind of need to set the parameterized values, right? Can I add a new type here? That this takes a parameter element. I don't think you can do that, but maybe. Maybe I should look at the Java Poet stuff just to see how you're supposed to do this. It's boxed primitive new. Yeah, that's not gonna be helpful. Yeah, I should probably look up Java Poet for some of this stuff. I'm assuming that's what this is all in. Alright, quick run through. Parameterized type name. Here we go. That's probably what I need. Parameterized type name. Get class name. Where did the focus go? Get. This is going to be GwtDB base class. Name. Get. And this is going to be the nope, not super typist class. This is going to be the bean type viewer. Get super type parameters. Can I do that? All right, well, let's see. And let's run through that again, and let's see if that fixes that little issue. Hopefully it throws that in there correctly. Yep, it did. Nice. So far, so good. So far, so good. All right, so now we want to add a constructor. I'm not entirely sure how to do that. Assuming this would be like an add method, right? Ah, constructor builder. Here we go. Huh. Java Poet's pretty nice. So add parameter. So we have to override the constructor. Let's take a look at the constructor. I think it's just the string, yeah. Add parameter. Hello. Type name. String. That's a best way to do that. Just pass up the class object. Because I was looking at this documentation and it was showing a method spec, method builder, but I'm doing it as like a constructor, so I don't need to pass it the other name. But let's add parameter, and it's got int class. Yeah, I guess I just didn't finish what I was doing. Database name. And we don't need any modifiers on that. Okay. Add code. Super database name. Is that legit? I think I need to add public modifier. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That is really cool. I like that. All right, so let's see. Add modifier public. Yeah, that's pretty slick. All right, so then in here, I'm just going to add some code, and I am going to do that because what I would like to do is add some of these named properties. But that's going to require me to get into some of the bean building stuff. It might be kind of interesting. We should, that's where we're going to loop back to the Domino Jackson stuff. But let me run that, see if that works. Get me back the my expected stuff. Oh, it's because it doesn't do a line feed after. I should probably put a line feed there. But yeah, I get the other point. So it looks like I do need to format this. So what does code block do? And code block. Oh, it's a builder. Statement. I'm assuming this will end with the with a new line. Not sure if I even need that semicolon. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, let's see what that does. I don't know if it... I accidentally hit my, I don't know how long that was like that. Accidentally hit my stream deck. Okay, so it does add the semicolon, so that's kind of what I was assuming. So statement ends with a semicolon. That works for me. Pretty nice. All right, cool, cool, cool. All right. So now let's get into the Domino Jackson stuff. I might actually have to take a break here in a little bit. I need to go feed my animals lunch. But come back to this. Yeah, actually, this is probably a good stopping place because, oh wait, before I do that, let me take the abstract off. Because the base class should implement all of the other methods, especially since it's not actually an abstract class. There we go. So now it's not abstract, and I should be able to come in here and DB new person DB impl. Problem. Yeah, why did that have a problem? What is the problem? Oh wait, did I not? Oh, I didn't implement the actual element. Haha. Super interface. Type name get. Oh wait, this is the name type mirror get, right? Because that's supposed to implement the actual interface here. I guess in that particular case, I really only need to implement. I don't even need to do all of this other crap. I don't know why I was going down that road. That person. That's the parameterized type. I just need the. Let me just get rid of that. Let me comment that out. And it's really just the element, right? S type. And this is the actual element that we're generating for. So if that were to just implement the person DB extends the appropriate thing so that I don't have to deal with any of that other crap. Yeah, why didn't I do that to begin with? I don't know. Okay, that'll work. Okay, so according to Colin, which I read that last statement, but I guess I wasn't paying complete attention. He said to use add statement and not the code block, unless I know what the hell I'm doing. That's fine, because that was overkill anyways. Just to add a super call. Statement. Alright, still want to make sure that this works. And since this is adding a statement, I do have to put my own semicolon and line feed, I believe. Let's see here in a second. No? So add statement still adds a line fee and a semicolon. I guess that will also mean, I guess that's not a statement to be honest. That's a add comment. Yeah. To do add field. What are they called? I can't remember what they called. Named properties. Named properties. Okay. That's pretty slick. So, don't need that anymore. So I can just delete that. Oh, super. Oop, I didn't mean to try to commit that. I'm not ready. And let's just take a glance over here real quick, just to make sure it's exactly what we wanted. We're extending the GwtDB base of that person, implementing that interface so that now it's GwtDB dot all dots post. Yeah, okay, so all of those methods are there. And we got our to do. All right, so we don't need this anymore, which means that we don't need to collect. Don't need to map. Don't really need to peek. And we also don't need the atomic reference anymore. So for type mirror, super type and let's just call it type mirror and just move that code up. And we don't need the set anymore. Beam type mirror. It's just going to be that. And it's no longer reference. Hello. Oh, it's probably like, it could be null. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to set it to null here. Because it will die if it's not there. Alright, cool. So that cleans up that. Because I don't need that anymore. Alright, that is much cleaner. Much cleaner. And yeah, I mean, it looks like it regenerated an identical implementation. All right, cool. So I should be able to come over here, change that to DB, comment that out, and all of that should technically still work, right? Nope. For DB. Okay. Yeah. I mean, barring starting up the Gwt server and executing this, I'm not entirely sure if it's going to work, but how could it not? I mean, it's generated something that's basically identical. It just doesn't have the name properties in line. I'm still doing those myself, but I would like to be able to address that in the very near future. So let me take a 5-minute break, and whenever we come back, I'm going to start looking at the Domino Jackson and see if that's something that we can work with for serializing to JSON structures. And I will be right back. All right, sorry about that. Hopefully you weren't waiting too long. Here we go. All right, ran upstairs. A loud breath. It might be null, but it won't be because it's throwing an exception there. Okay, so let's take a look at the Domino Jackson. So let's see what this would look like. Add type. Just curious what this would look like. If we were to add a nested class inside of the other person. Because I'm thinking that we can just annotate this wrapper class. And it'll be able to handle all the bean processing stuff. Yeah, there it is. Do that. Just trying to think of how this would work. Should probably have like a super type to this interface. I'm not sure what type is for this. Oh, it's just showing me. I was like, why does it have so many in here? What type is it wanting? Now I can just do a type name. Can I, from a class, get the other name? Or wait, I'm just needing the actual data type here, which is going to be the being type mirror. Private. There it is. Well, we get data. And this is going to be add statement, return data. Let me see what that looks like. There we go. Oh, haha. And the return type, duh. Modifiers anyway. Stuff data. And we might as well add a method builder set data. Return void. I guess that's by default. Let's add a parameter, and this is going to be type name get type mirror. And the name is going to be data. Add statement. That's not data equals data. Is that enough? Let's see. That might be enough. Okay. And let's see. Did it generate anything else? I don't know if it's going to. Let's just go over here to Chrome and I mean, obviously, we're going to have to figure out something with this because it's not going to be enough. Because obviously the values that we're passing to the database are going to be the unwrapped instances of a person. We'll just have to wrap it on the fly. Yeah, that might work. That might work. Sure what this is gonna look like. But let's keep going with this just to see. What else do I need to do? Oh, I need the processor. Because I'm not including the other processor here, but I could change it such that it's not provided. The core needs to be provided in the client. So here, scope. Mine drew a blank. And let's see if that's going to be enough to get me going. If I'm generating classes that require annotation processors, does it work? An enclosing instance that contains bean wrapper is required. You know, it did. Using instance that contains bean wrapper. What does that mean? Man, if this works, it'll be so much nicer. Looks like I might have to make it public. Well, it shouldn't, because this is all package private. Oh, wait, duh. It needs to be static. Bean wrapper. Yeah, modifier static. Duh. It's not gonna be able to instantiate otherwise. There we go. What? It worked. Of course, that's going to be annoying because of the class name, but it's going to be somewhat quick to get to. All right, so let's try this out. JSON wrapper, generic. Oh, I can't even talk. Generated wrapper. Just trying to see if there's an easy way to do this. It looks like there is a right. But I'm not a big fan of the fact that this is going to have a wrapper type on the outside, but I guess that's not a big issue. Let's see. Wonder how much I'm going to actually need. Because I was wondering if I would just be able to throw that instance into the superclass, saying, "Hey, here's the here is the object mapper instance." Let's just take a look through here. Let's have everything behind the scenes. All right, so let's try this out. So I know that I'm modifying a generated source. I'm just trying to think of what this would look like. Post. Now let's take a look at other subclass here. Or new. There's another subclass. See, some of this now seems a little silly, the way I was doing this before. Instantiated DB. Yes. So this is just returning the instance. Yeah, that's fine. Of course, this would have an issue with any... Ooh, yeah. Because it goes from... this is not thread safe. Because of the fact that we're able to share, if multiple places were to create the same, with the same database name, that could be problematic. But, I mean, you would have that problem anyway, so even if you use like PouchDB or something like that and you created another database with the same name, you would just be getting the database that you had already created. Of course, you're going to get a lot of class cast exceptions whenever you get into the Java world. Okay. So I'm needing to figure out how to make those copies now. So it just implements that. I also need to have some mechanism to register a should probably create a like a private, like a package private API. Because I don't want people to be calling these things directly, because I want to be able to pass it in the serializer deserializer, the bean wrapper mapper. Alright, so in that particular case, we should probably create a superclass for this. My B tree, there's my DOM, there's my query, there's my strategy stuff. I'm not entirely sure what to call this, so let's I guess in this particular case, I don't have to worry too much about this. Of type, so private T data, and let's just put a D as the other type, and then we can get the getter and setter for that. So then in that particular case, we can stop implementing that over here. So let's come back over here. We can get rid of the these two methods. I'm just going to comment those out for now. Add super, no, add, no, super class, yeah. But I do need to have it parameterized. How did I do that before? Right here. Parameterize name. Parameterize name. Get. Here's the raw. And then the parameterized type is going to be the type mirror. But it needs to be the type name. Get. Type mirror. Right? Didn't I do that just a while ago? Oh, class named I get. Ugh. Man, this is very verbose. There we go. Yeah, let's just generate that and see how that goes. Hopefully it instantiates my bean wrapper appropriately. Oh, I don't need that filled anymore. Go. I wonder. That'll work. I mean, we can try it out, right? So what I'm going to do is probably start up Tomcat. As is. I just want to try that out. Now that oh wait, not in the same package. Or wait, yeah, I am. No, I'm not. Am I? Why am I? Yeah, I should still be able to access it from here. So person, DB, impl, bean wrapper. Yeah, I can still access it. Yeah, let's try a different stream beats. Yeah, what do we got going on here? We got synthwave. What does that sound like? So I'm feeling that the lo-fi stream beats is a little sleepy time. Is it running? It says that it's running. Oh. It just didn't put the logs up. I can see it. Streaming makes my neck sore. I guess it's because I'm positioned in the same spot for hours. That is not healthy. Assuming that this works. Here we go. Yeah, let's go to localhost. Is that 8,000 or 8080? I don't remember. There we go. 8080. BDAT. Looking at the closed captioning and it's totally getting stuff wrong. Alright, so that is working right now. So what I want to do, let's try out just the Domino UI or Domino Jackson stuff. So the way to do that, yeah, I'm not sure. I need the mapper impl. All right, so this has to be an underscore because of its private class. Here we go. So there's the instance. How's the other read and write? Yeah, let's. Oh wait, should probably put a convenience constructor in, shouldn't I? Yeah, I should probably put a convenience constructor. All right, so in the bean here, let's add method, constructor method, constructor builder. There we go. I should do 2. There we go. And that should generate 2 constructors, one with a new arg and a convenience constructor to throw in the bean that we're wrapping to make it a little bit easier. Okay. I don't know if I need to restart my servers or not, but we'll see. And Justin returns a string, I guess, JSON value. And let's just console this out as an error. JSON value. Serialized with Domino Jackson. Again, I don't know if I need to restart the servers or not, and it looks like it's barfing anyways. Looks like I will have to restart. So let's stop all. Go back to services. Let me drag this over. I'm so used to it being closer to the debug and run. I guess anytime that you change the annotation processor, until I get onto the Jackal stuff, Jackal will automatically identify that, I believe, with the Jackal watch. Alright, wasn't paying attention, and it does look like I died. That's weird, I swore I recompiled that. Let me try it again. No. And back to services and start. Oh, that's weird. GwtDB processor not. Ow. So because I need to run, oops, not site. Let me do an install just in case. Pretty sure this is overkill, but it's like something wasn't able to find the processor. And whenever I was doing the generation before, it was all within the same reactor, so that's fine. But this was probably trying to execute the annotation processor. It's still failing. You forget to, oh, I did forget to inherit a module. Alright, is that in the quick start? There we go. I'm using GWT 2.10, but I do need this, so... Oh, where would I put that? I think I would just put it here in the core, since it's the core that needs it, and it just gets distributed otherwise. Alright, let's run that again. Maybe that was the other problem that I was seeing. Hopefully it is, and hopefully that's resolved now. Come on. Ew. Still issues. What? Seriously? Man, I haven't seen one of those in a long time. Let me skip the GWT compile. Let's just, because we're not executing anything as a production case, we're just wanting to get code server to run. There we go, and see if we can start the server this time. Eventually. I don't know if you can see that at the bottom. My face is covering part of it, but it's compiling the module. So while that's working on that, let me close that out. Close out my palms. So I don't need that anymore. I'm hoping that Domino... I don't know why I keep forgetting the name. Domino Jackson. I'm hoping that it supports this sort of thing. So I want to make sure that it is able to use the generics there. Okay, let's starting the server this time. And let's go ahead and start the code server. There we go. Deployment happened. Hopefully I don't get an out of memory error again. No! What in the world is going on? Well, that's not good. So why am I getting out of memory errors now that I'm including Domino Jackson? Huh. What's up with the source package? Oh, it's because I decided not to use a client package name. Oops. So I just did current package as a source. Ow. So I do need to increase the oh, so I just have to do an empty thing. Okay. Alright, let me edit that to configuration. Um, 1 gig. I don't know if it is 1 gig or not. I didn't think that was the right parameter, but we'll see. It just gives code server more memory. Come on. Hopefully it works this time. So all of the GWT CLDR. That's unfortunate. I want just the inclusion for serialization to require huge impact to your compilation. Closed captioning is weird. Compilation? Okay. Well, if it gets fixed, then that solves that problem. All right. Is he doing what? Okay. It's not a bad mic. I don't know what's going on. It sounds really good on my side. So I have no idea. Because whenever I did a recording, it sounded fine. Should start up my phone just to see what it sounds like. I'm not sure what's going on. Thought I had it fixed. It's not defined. It does not like that. Version DB being wrapper. Define. I mean, I know it's defined. Oh, do I not have the, I should have the, sources in here, right? Well, I can do it clean real quick. See if that changes anything. Okay, there we go. It didn't die that time. So I guess it was a cache issue. Alright, so now let me console that out. There we go. Yeah, I mean, that looks correct. I logged in with error, that's why it looks like that. I wonder if the closed caption stuff is messing with my mic settings. Because that's the only thing that I didn't have on whenever I was recording a local video. Alright, so we have that. So it's as a string. Is there a way to do this without being a string, though? I'm just curious. Because if I were to store this in like a backing index DB or something like that, I'm not going to want as a just a string. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that works. I'm also trying to think of how I'm going to do this in a way that I can search the index data, because I don't want to have to reconstitute all of these instances back into JavaScript objects just to run a filter, a query on it. And it seems silly to convert it to a string and then do like a parse JSON on it. I know the way I have it is going to basically just be a document, or a yeah, just the document of the object. Yeah, I just don't want to reconstitute these whenever doing queries. I just don't want to have to write this myself either. And I think that's all this does, right? It just goes to a string. Right. Well, I mean, that's not... It's not ideal. Yeah, I kind of wanted to provide me a JavaScript object. It was bean. Right. Yeah, it was my initial thought with this was to basically convert whatever bean that you have into a JavaScript object. Then I would be able to use like the JS as property map, JS as property map on that JavaScript object and be able to get and set. I mean, mainly for reads, because any of the other queries I would need to be able to read the value. So I don't know if that's going to work for me or not. I mean, I could just reconstitute these back into JSON objects. That just seems kind of silly, right? So if I were to I can't remember where this is. Is this in global JSON global JSON parse JSON value? What does that give me? It's going to be the object, and if I were to do a JS as property map on that object and get data, let's just see what that looks like. Oops, raw browser. I just don't want this to be massive. Yeah, I mean, that's essentially what I was wanting. Because then I would be able to store these objects as the document and be able to read from that appropriately. I guess that's not too bad. I mean, does it have any metadata available? I'm curious if it has any metadata. No. I mean, it does have a way to serialize with a JSON writer. A fast one and a default. I mean, I could supply it with my own JSON writer, right? I'm not sure how that would work with yeah, I'm not sure how that would work with nested beans though. I'm kind of curious. Does it use the same JSON writer? Set indent, set lenient. I can have all of those as I mean, this would definitely be assuming that the it's all linear calls, like name, value, so the value call is associated with a name that came right before it. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Let's play around with that. Can I give myself an address? Just address. No, I didn't make a convenience constructor for that. No. It should be resolved now. So street. Of course, I might have to recompile everything because I changed the bean definition. Yeah. Yeah. That. That was my fault. What was I doing? Yeah. There we go. Let's see if that fixed it. It has an address this time. Expand that. Okay. Interesting. So let's play around with this. I know I'm going way off track here, but this stuff is fun to play around with. So in the core, this will be weird. So we don't care about an indent. No op. Set lenient. Might have to come back to that. Set serialized nulls. And you can bind that to a field, right? Why did we do that? So for all of these, I just need to return this because it's using a builder. There's a lot of methods to implement here. Nothing, fool. All right. First things first, I just want to see if this will even work. Get serializer, serialize, new my JSON writer. I don't know, I need a context. And that turns a that. And probably need that instance. So let's pull that writer out. JSON writer. It's a big mess here. And my get value is basically going to be some object. And this is going to be like a JavaScript object. Out. And I don't want that. Let's just see what that looks like. I mean, obviously, this isn't going to have anything there because of the fact that we had a no-op for all of our stuff. Nick, see, that's where I'm curious. End array, begin object. Alright, so begin object. This is, gonna have to probably use a stack. Right? Stack of object. Object stack. begin object. Oh wait, if I pop that off, let's see, how does that work? I wonder if it's let me just console log this. Curious how many objects are actually created. Is it going to be 3 or is it going to be 2? Because I have the main object. It's probably going to be 3, and then the other 2 nested objects under the data property, and then under the address property. So let's see what that prints out. I need to get rid of all the other prints because it's taking up space now. Yeah, it's calling begin object 3 times, which makes sense because there's going to be the other 3. I should probably serialize this with the actual 1 so I can see the data. This is going to be global JSON parse of personalized person DB something or other. Right. Justin. No, new bean wrapper Justin. There, that's fine. That way I can at least see the object, but I also want to console log JSON writer get value. Of course, these are going to be the different instances. So I'm going to bean wrapper to bean wrapper of Justin. And let's replace that so that we're looking at the same instance. Okay. I mean, I can check in the a generic build an intermediate object. Oh wait, that's old. Wait, that auto, that's old too. Wait, these are all old. I'm just now seeing them. Wrapper of Jonestown. Oh yeah, I meant to if true, return. So I don't care about the rest of this stuff. I'm tired of seeing it, at least right now. All right. So there's the data. Data has that. Address has that. So we do have all of that. So, and we are beginning 3 objects here. And begin object. The captions a minute. Oh, probably. The captions in NFL. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the other captions. I may have to stop CC. So I don't think it's working very well. I don't know. All right. Beginning of object. So is it JS? How do I create a new object? How do you create a new empty JavaScript object? There we go. JS object. All right. So begin object. I am going to do object stack.push. Probably need to put some logging in all of these just to see what is actually being done. But here, object stack. Just so that we can at least keep an instance of the top level object, because it's all going to basically be encompassed in a single one. But as soon as we pop off, that's the end of it. We wouldn't be able to get access to it again. Okay. Should probably just create null value. Just curious as to how these are called. Yep. I got a call. I will be right back. Log. This is a log. All right, so that'll at least give us a better idea array. I don't have any arrays in mind, but we should be able to at least see when it's called. Okay, so we're unescaping the name. Begin object, unescape name, beginning of object. Okay. Just trying to think of how that could work. All right, so let's escape name. I'm not sure what to do about this. Current name equals name. Do we ever call the name? Doesn't look like it. Let me just return name. Let's combine these. All right. So then, if if the value is null, then that's this current object. Otherwise, we want to object stack peak. Right? Alright, then we have data, we have address. Nice. Okay. So that takes care of our object creation. So end object. I'm assuming that whenever we're ending object, this current name equals null. Yeah. Because most likely we're going to be setting something else, so I don't know if that's even necessary. Okay, so then here's value. I can do object stack peak. I should probably create a method for this. Oops, did not to do that. All right, so the value. This is a string value, so most likely, yeah, this is fine. Current object set, current name, value. I could probably escape value. I'll just return value. Null value. This is only if we're serializing nulls, but I don't think that matters in this case, does it? Cancel name. I don't know what cancel name means. I'm assuming that we may decide to not write out a value, even though we prepared it for a property value. So then, current object set. Oops. Let's see, I just want this one. I think for most of these, I should be able just to do this, right? This one, I am not entirely sure. I don't know what that would do. And I don't know what raw value is going to do. And I don't know what flush. I probably need to look at the Java doc for some of these. Ensure all buffered data is written to the underlying string builder and flushes that writer. Yeah, I'm going to turn off closed captioning. That'll improve things a little bit. I don't know. It is just not working. I may have to double check the mic that it's associated with. I'm wondering if it's trying to pick up a MacBook Pro microphone or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to stream twice. It sure is all buffered. Yeah, I don't care about that. Flushes and close the writer. Yeah, I don't care about that. You think? Where's my properties? I'm gonna have to, I'd have to switch over to that. No? Oh. What the heck? Oh, Testing 1, 2. It was, yeah, I'm gonna have to play around with that setting. I'm gonna have to whisper. This is gonna be a, ASMR. I don't know how to stop redlining. Why is it so loud? Let me, turn it down. There we go. Yeah, that's weird. It's labeled incorrectly in OBS. It's labeled as my blue mic, but it was using my MacBook Pro speakers. No wonder it sounded like garbage. All right, so I don't know. I'll have to play around with that. I have to make sure that all of my scenes are using the same microphone. All right. Cool. So maybe this will be a little bit better. Let's see. Where was I? Yeah, my gain is really low now because I swapped that first. So let me adjust a little bit because then my monitor sound isn't loud enough and I can't hear myself. That should be correct. So let me come back over here to this, and let's see if it actually printed. I can turn on CC probably. I cannot turn on. I may have to double check that microphone too. All right, so we have the address, we have the age. All right, so just changing the builder or the JSON writer was enough for me to get going. And now I'm able to write directly to a JSON, a JavaScript object instead of a string. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, that is very nice. All right, so let me rename this to Java or JS object writer. I mean, we'll have to figure out arrays probably, so might not be a bad idea to go into my person and a private person children. Let's see how arrays are handled. I don't know if I have to restart everything. I probably do. Because of the annotation processor, it would have to regenerate all of the object mapper stuff. So yeah, hopefully my mic's good now. I'm getting pretty high up there in my yeah, I'm gonna have to play around with the other settings now that I'm using the correct mic. I had the volume cranked all the way up. So yeah, not sure. Oh, yeah. I can't do age that way. I don't know why I didn't see that before. It's coming in as a number. I guess it's this. Yeah, let's just use a double value. Always. That's safe. All right, so it does not have my children, unless Justin set children, new person, array, new person, child one. Did I do that? Did I have, yay, I did do the convenience constructor for that one. And let's put child 2 in here as well. Does that serialize? Oh wait, duh. Well, we're not getting into the part where it's asking about arrays. Yeah, because I did label those as begin array, end array. So I do need to recompile this. Can I just run compile? Is that enough? just hope I don't have to restart the server, because that'll be annoying if I have to do that. All right, so that compiled. Let's see if it generated the new sources. Yeah, okay, there's children. Here's my children. Well, that's not going to work, but that's kind of nice. All right, so children. All right, so how do we do that? Yeah, how do we do that? All right, so we probably need... I mean, we'll have to throw this on a stack, right? And we have to know that we're inside of an array. Ooh. But if we begin another array while we're in an array... JS array object array. So we're beginning this array. So I should be able to current object set current name to array. Right. And then can I throw this on the object stack? Push array onto that object stack. So then whenever we in the array, we can object stack pop. Hopefully. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to work or not. No, that did not work. I need to know that we're inside of the array. But whenever you start an array, am I going to have an array stack? I might have to have an array stack. Oof. Ugh. I'm not sure the order of this. I probably should have left all of my logging in there. Because what if I have... I'm assuming if I have like an array of int, it's probably just going to set value, set value, set value. I can't assume that it's going to be an object array where the very next call is going to be begin object. Yeah, I don't know. I need to know if I'm inside of an array or inside of an object. Let's just create an enum for the state. All right. Yeah, but if I have it like an array of arrays, I would need to know. I can always do like a type of. Yeah, I might have to do a type of. Oh. So basically, for the most part, I'm just doing current object set. So I can probably yeah, let's just go all out. Return this, and this is going to be JS object writer. Consolidate a lot of these methods a little bit cleaner. And that one's going to be a little different. This one, I can do that. And I can do that. And I can do that. Okay. Where else am I doing this? Null value. I can do null. Okay. So in here, this is where I can determine what state I'm in. So I need object stack peak, but I also need to do like a JS type of that. That returns a string. So let's console log that. They're all object. Yep. Hold on one moment. I got a call. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I'm gonna get a lot of calls today, apparently. All right. What I was trying to do is figure out if this is an array or not. Is array. me do that. And I can only stream for like 15 more minutes or so. Well, all of those are false. It's probably because, where's that? Begin object. I also need to determine, oh, here we go. I forgot to change it there as well. All right, there we go. True. All right, so if it's an array, we just put the other value directly, right? So if it's an array, just need to cast, I guess, right? Okay. So if it's an array, we just push this value onto the array. Otherwise, we set the current name, and that's basically setting a field. So we do need to make sure that we're in the correct state. I guess we don't even look at the state anymore. Once I just get rid of that, we're just checking to see if it's an array, which is going to be a lot cleaner. Should be. All right, we have 2 children, and there we go. Nice. So we were able to serialize arrays that way, and everything else seems to work just fine. I like it. All right. So now we just need a lot less console logs. Probably should have used a separate method for that. I don't think flush needs to do anything. No op. Same with close, because we're not actually closing any kind of writers. There we go. So now we have this entire writer that is able to write out a JavaScript object. So it's serializing a Java bean into a cleaner JavaScript object with all of the other properties of the other correct names without the obfuscation. So that is actually kind of nice. So now, so now we have to figure out how to get that stuff wired in. All right, so that shouldn't be that difficult. So let's do the GwtDB in-memory strategy. Let's take a look at this guy real quick, because right now we're just holding on to these GwtDB nodes. And what I'm wanting is to actually get the data out of it. Let's see, this is all generic. Wonder if there's a way. Yeah, I can do that. Hold on. Just trying to figure out where in the other process I will need to serialize this stuff. Because even here, whenever we're doing the indexing, we should probably be indexing the underlying data. That way, the data in the index isn't mutated while it's in memory. I'm going to do this post after I set that stuff. And my indexes, didn't I determine that the indexes could be created in the beginning? I'm just going to have to remember how all of that worked. Yeah, definitely going to have to remember how all of that worked, because that's just a cluster right now. So that might actually get us to the next step, and I'm probably going to call it for the day. I've been on for about 3 hours, minus a few interruptions here and there. I need to make sure that my phone is not on Do Not Disturb whenever I'm streaming, because my wife was trying to get hold of me. That was not good. Okay. So yeah, I think whenever we come back to the next stream, I don't know when that's going to be. Next week, I have family coming into town, so it might be hit or miss. I have some project stuff that I have to do on Monday. If I do have availability, it'll probably be Friday. Otherwise, I might be missing next week. I don't know. I might be able to stream tomorrow. Well, we'll just have to see how things go. So I'm going to call it for now. We got a lot accomplished. We were able to incorporate Domino Jackson in a little bit different way than I was expecting. We got the initial stages to our processor, or annotation processor. Let me bring that guy over here to be able to generate a dummy implementation for the subclass of the database. That way we can start pulling out some of this stuff. And it's really nice that we're able to at least create this bean wrapper, because then we would be able to use the Domino Jackson to do all of the serialization, deserialization. But what I want to do on the next stream is be able to automatically name these properties. Probably. I might not need them. Yeah, I may not even need that, because of the fact that I'm going to switch over to storing the JSON objects behind the scenes. I'm not going to need that. I should be able to reference these directly and not have the issues that I was having before. So this might be moot. So yeah, I think we're going in the right direction. Stick around for the next stream, and we will get back to it. So If I don't see you tomorrow, have a great week. Bye.